I was working. It was a Monday, and bad day. Bad day. I finished working, and I was at Cumberland Farms, which is the gas station. It's basically the big gas station around here is Cumberland Farms. And I was like, I had a pretty rough day today. I'm going to treat myself to some hot dogs. Big wizard fingers from the Rolly things. They were big jumbo glizzies. They were weenies. Yeah. I didn't want to eat them in the buns. I was cutting off bread that day. Gluten reasons. Gluten makes my tummy hurt. I'm walking to my car. I'm in the middle of the road where there's cars coming and going. It was packed, busy when I was leaving. So I'm like, I can't stop, put my drink down, and then grab my keys and open my car and then pick my drink back up. I gotta keep moving. I can't just stop in the middle of the road. So instead of just waiting until I got to my car, put my drink down, and then get my keys out, I put my drink like this in my arm, like this. What I had forgotten was that my cap was not on securely, and it was impossible to secure the cap. So when I did that with my drink, the cap bursts off. A gust of wind comes hurling through out of nowhere. It hadn't been windy all day. It was scorching hot, not a single gust of wind. But as soon as my cap came off and was doing the little side umbrella thing, gust of wind comes flying, launches my cap 3 miles down the road into this valley. It's gone. There's not a chance I'm running down to catch that cap. So no cap. No cap. My cap was I'm just choking my drink, and it is gushing out all the DDP that I had gotten earlier. And it's going all the way down, and I'm holding my hot dogs, my wieners at the end of my hand, and I'm like, there's no way I am losing these to DDP. I'm walking, forearms soaked, soaking my shirt, soaking my pants as I'm walking to the car, jiggling around in my pockets, looking for my keys. Pull my keys out, beep, 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 hit the fob thing, open my car, and I put my keys back in my pocket, and I grab my drink out of my full Nelson. That was a total of probably 5 seconds. My forearm is soaked. Like you step up into your car, the little door step thing, I put my hot dogs on, and they're like half on, half off. And I'm like, no. Those are going to fall. The way things are going, a gust of wind's going to come, plop my glizzies on the floor. So I grab them, put them on the floor, hoping a gust of wind's not just going to blow them away, or else I might have just ended it all right there. I might have just curled up into a ball and waited for the wind to take me off to wherever it took my cap. But I persevered. Wieners are on the floor. My drink's in my hand. Open my door, and I'm in full panic mode for some reason. So I just stood I got to get the glizzies out the floor. They're going to go blowing away. So I put my drink on the floor of my car instead of in the cup holder, because my cup holder had cups in it. I put my drink on the floor, grab my glizzies, put them on my seat, and then I'm thinking, it's over. 15 seconds in, I'm like, it's over. I'm okay now. My glizzies are inside secure. So I've got my glizzies on my seat. So I pick them up, put them on my little armrest middle thing, and I go to sit down, and I hear the loudest snap of all time. And I was like, what the heck was that? I thought my pants had ripped, and it caused this bang noise for some reason, like some fabric that I was wearing, just when it rips it decides to make a cracking noise. But it was since I was bunless with my glizzies, I was eating wieners. No bun hot dog is a wiener. I was eating wieners. I had grabbed a fork from inside, and I didn't want to put it in my front pocket because my phone was in there. In my left pocket I had my keys. So I stuck it in my back pocket, and I had completely forgotten that's where my fork was. So when I had sat down, and that loud snapping noise I heard was my fork shattering into 10 million pieces into my pocket and onto my seat. So I no longer had a fork to eat my wieners with. So I'm eating them in the car, and I'm just eating them like this. And I'm sad that my fork broke, and I'm getting all this grease and mustard all over my fingers. Then my thumb starts to burn. And I'm like, what is going on? And I look, and I have this giant cut on my thumb from working earlier that I didn't notice. But as soon as I started eating my hot dog, all the grease and mustard from my hot dog had seeped into my cut and was causing the most insane burn of all time, rushing through my thumb. And as I'm eating this hot dog, it is no longer an enjoyable experience, but more of pain and sadness. This 30 seconds that I just conspired has been the most insane 30 seconds I have experienced in a long time. And in pain, I finish my hot dogs and I just sit there and I just start laughing hysterically at how ridiculous that last 30 seconds had been. And I thought it was so ridiculous that was happening to me after having a pretty miserable day. And then that happens. I was in awe. That's why I started laughing, I think. And I just laughed there for about a minute, just laughing at nothing in my car. And I probably looked like a strange serial killer to anybody who was parked to the left or right of me. Just seeing a madman laughing after eating his hot dogs in his car.